guys, TinaGale here, and today I want to do the Freaky Fast Friday challenge for the Scrap Room. This is May's Flavors of the Month kit. So this collection is from Jen Hatfield, and it's Patio Party. And I have this photo of my daughter when she's asleep, and I love the bright pops of aqua in here and touches of brown, and then we have the wood and the brown. So I thought this collection was gorgeous. She also has her little pink glowworm back here, and there's little other touches of pink, and of course her skin. So I felt like the colors in this collection were perfect for this. It's sweet, it's feminine. So I do have the add-on paper and embellishments. So these two embellishments came with the add-on, and then these are the embellishments that came in the Flavors of the Month kit with it, and of course the paper. So these are the papers that I'm going to be using today. And I'll go ahead and show you. This one has tags. Of course, the wording does not work, but I might be able to use the tag and then just have it peeking up or out or something. But I also love the background, which is this grid design and the butterflies here. I have this one that's woven, has the drinks on the back, so of course I'm going to use this side. This one with the fireflies, the back side's this gray plaid check, so that will, I like that neutral in that as well, so I might pick it in. The lemons, of course, nothing really to do with lemons, but I like the pops of yellow in there, and there's a yellow stripe, so if I use this, this is the side I'm leaning towards. And I love the florals. Again, all of the colors that I want to bring in come from this floral sheet. So this is where my color scheme is coming from, is this paper. And then this one with the pink flowers on this black and white striped, I adore. So I'm really hoping to use that as the big background piece. The back side is that black polka dot, which I think is a little bit too bold for this photo and what I'm going for, the little dream. And then I have a sheet of the white cardstock, and I'm going to use that for the background. So I'm going to put the formula in here. There are 6 papers, or 6 sizes of papers that we're working with today. So that's all the paper that you can use, plus a 12 by 12 background. So the cardstock is going to be my background, and then I'm going to start deciding what I want to use for the different sizes of paper. And the biggest one is 10.5 by 10.5. And I'm leaning towards this stripe here to do that, so it'll be a really wide border on the white background. I contemplated different ones. I liked the neutral, but it's a little bit stark, and the other papers do not seem, just reading them, they don't seem like they're that big. So I kind of chose to go against that one. I looked at the large floral, which I think would work, but I'm afraid it's going to overpower the photo too much, even with layers here. I think it's just a little bit more busy than what I want for the photo. And the lemons would look nice, but again, the lemons don't really have anything to do with the story I want to tell, so I kind of went against that one for my big background. This one would work well, I think, for the colors and all of that, and it's a not so busy print, so I think it would be okay in a large print. But I felt like the one that I liked best was this one. So I'm going to cut this one my 10.5. And then we have a 6 by 7 and then a 5 by 7.5. So both of those are going to be bigger, and I'm thinking they'll be up underneath the photo for sure. And then we have a 3.5 by 7, which is quite large, and then smaller pieces, a 2 by 3, which is pretty close to that. It's just a little bit shorter than a tag, and a 1.5 by 4. So those are going to be either prints that are bold, like this, really busy, that I want smaller pieces of, or a neutral to kind of tuck in. I'm not sure, so I'm going to start cutting my papers up. I know this is going to be my 10.5 by 10.5, and these are going to be my smaller ones. And I wish I could tell you more, but I'm just not quite sure what I want. And my husband is out mowing and weed eating, so it's going to get really loud, so I'm going to put you on fast forward and go cut my papers. Normally when I do these Freaky Fast Fridays, I put together stuff really quick. I don't struggle too much about which papers to cut which sizes. but it seems like this one I struggled just a wee bit, and I kind of wavered back and forth. And the one nice thing that I love about using papers that I like both sides is that I can sit and flip them back and forth until I really come up with the design. So I played with the arrangement of the papers quite a bit before I got my camera back on, and actually it didn't come on when I thought it was, so I missed a few things, but this video would have been extremely long if I had filmed all of it. But I did use that striped paper for my background. I love it. It almost reminds me of wallpaper. I love how it runs the same direction as the bars on the crib, so I just feel like it's a really great choice for a background. And I wanted the neutral brown papers to go between my mats of my photos and that busy background paper so that my photo really stays the focal point. So I knew that was my bigger piece, and then I loved that pop of blue with the little fireflies in there, and so I wanted it next. And then the big thing were these floral pieces and the lemon pieces. And you see me flipping back and forth. I could not decide which side I wanted to use, where exactly I wanted them. And I end up moving it around so much. And even towards the very, very end, I think I still picked it up and moved it. So this was one where that lemon was at, and now I'm putting that floral. I had cut both papers that size because I could not decide which way I wanted it. But in the end, I really liked the darker blue with the flowers, framing that bottom edge of the paper just to bring it some weight, or the bottom part of my photo, I should say, just to bring it a little bit of weight. I think either would have been fine, but I had to make a decision and just stop. So now I'm ready to just start embellishing. Once I decided on where those layers of papers were going to be, everything else went by fairly quick. I had those chipboard letters that said Dream that came in the add-on embellishments, and I decided that was a perfect title for it. And then I pull out some of the die cuts and the puffy stickers. And I totally forgot until I was cleaning up that I had the layered flowered stickers. And I really meant to use those. It might have been a little bit too much and too heavy, but totally forgot about them, even though they're sitting right there on my desk. But I decided that Enjoy the Little Things was a perfect little embellishment to put at the bottom of the page. I really felt like I needed something down there because everything's kind of in the center. The other thing that I did, because I felt like everything was more towards the center, is my journaling. I'm going to go ahead and write all the way around the page, and I'm going to tuck it up next to the striped paper on the background. But I just wrote little sentiments and things that I wanted to remember about my daughter and her sleeping and her sweet dreams and stuff. So you'll see that towards the very end, I hope. I think I leave it in the video. And then, of course, I need some little enamel dots or something, and I had these pearls, and I thought that was a perfect touch, another perfect little feminine touch. And I chose the florals to repeat around in my triangle. So they're, one's a big flower cluster, the one's in a vase, which I loved the little twine put around it just to give it a little bit different texture on the layout. And then I have the puffy stickers, and that little butterfly is a puffy sticker, and the floral at the bottom is a puffy sticker that came in the embellishments. And then I have these heart enamel dots, and I felt like that was another perfect little finishing touch just to give it a little bit more color. And of course some gold Heidi Swap Color Shine to go around the page to just give it another little pop of gold. And I'm trying to think what else I do. Like I said, most of these layouts go together really quick for me, and that's why I love, 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 love the Freaky Fast Friday challenges, because I can get some pages done so quick. And right now, with working full-time and most of the time extra hours during the week, I really miss my scrapbooking. I went from being able to scrapbook every single day, which I usually did. I could scrapbook all I wanted, anytime I wanted, to now, most of the time I'm too tired of the evenings. I have weekends, but of course I want to spend time with my family because that's when I get to see my kids most of the time. And so it's been a struggle to find time to fit my scrapbooking in, but it's a priority, so I'm making it happen. And so being able to do things quick is really where I'm at right now in this stage of life. And so the challenges with the sketches and the Freaky Fast Friday and all of that, Those really help me get pages done. So I hope you'll try this. Be sure to go over to the Scrap Room and join in on the challenge. You don't have to use the kits, but of course it's always welcomed if you do. We also have a sketch challenge, which I have done it as well. Go me. So be sure to check back here on my channel, and I will share a layout that I did with this month's sketch challenge and May kits as well. So there's the little final touch of the journaling around my page, just an extra little pop. So I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day. Find some time to be scrappy and creative, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.